Hi, I'm Hiren Patel, architect from Ahmedabad, and apart from architecture, we do interior designing and landscaping designing. We have designed this house for the family of practically 3 people, husband, wife and their young son. As a designer, I must study their way of living and do not impose upon the ideas of an architect and change their way of living, but gradually you educate to come to another standard of living. What they came up with their need of rooms basically, and they asked for going for the Vastu consideration. This is a site at the area called Prahlad Nagar, which is very premium and posh area of Ahmedabad, which is on southwest side of where the city is actually growing well, and houses surrounding from 3 sides with the bungalows, and the front side is the main road. So this house is like relatively on a small size of around 6,000 plus plot. Limitation of design was I have to leave the margins, and whatever the remaining space there, I built 2-story structure. So I don't have play of mass relatively. So that's because of need and requirement. So for the exterior point, we wanted to come out with something which doesn't look very boxy in terms of volume, because the family is small. We really wanted that humble kind of character to that thing. But I don't have permission of going back because of my need of and my size of the plot. So we eventually we inspired from the Art Deco. I mean, Mumbai is the best place to see the beautiful Art Deco houses, and they are timeless. And as a designers, we always look for timelessness. So we looked at the building, which is Art Deco, which is a soft curvature over the building, and we thought this house will definitely become very beautiful if we pick up those kind of elements, and we created a soft edges to the building, and that's how we became something new with again same philosophy of connecting with the garden, lots of light in the house. They were our kind of there's a signature style which we kept, but we came up with a different form which we are at the end very happy about it. If you move around the entire house, you will see the synchronization of this. That was a very strong point. But at the same time, we wanted to create the sense of journey to the house, and that makes the house beautiful, and you can cherish the different moment and experience. So as you enter, we have very beautiful low level volume, which is we call arrival posh, which is with the wooden pergolas, and next to that there are the palm trees. So you enter through the low height. We kept that low height because we wanted to create the wow feeling once you entered inside the house. So we purposefully created the low volume for the sense of arrival, and because it was a low volume, we created a pergola and the light coming from the top. So it looks lighter. At the same time, you don't feel that cramped because of the low height. And once you open the main door, we are into the public areas. So you have the formal living room, and you have the family living room, and then dining and the kitchen. There's a public area. So what we created that once you enter, on the right side and the left side, where the living and the formal living areas are, they are double height volumes. So that is where suddenly from the very low height you enter, and suddenly you see the white, stark white kind of volume, which is double height, where we have beautiful hanging chandeliers and things like that. And then you have very functional space, which is dining and kitchen, which is also kept open to connect with because as I said, the family is very small. So if a housewife is into the kitchen, she's connected to the dining space. And from dining, you see the beautiful landscape outside. And then the rest of it is the bedroom at the ground floor. So we have the center wall, which is segregating the public space versus private space. Palette, or in terms of volume, we were very clear right from beginning to come with the white surface, white painted walls and ceiling, and the white flooring to get maximum daylight and the gloss feeling of the floor. So even the late evening, you don't feel gloomy feeling into the house, and you get throughout the day you don't need to technically open up the artificial light. And the third major element, which I would call is an expression of an architect, and we call it a design feature wall, which actually become a backdrop for the staircases, and it goes from double height volume to the single, and again if you go to the first floor, it goes till the second floor and you get the natural light coming from that. This wall we wanted to create from concrete, exposed concrete, and especially Ahmedabad is known for concrete. But at the same time, we wanted to understand the use and the liking of the client, and they prefer a smoother surface. So we wanted to find the right material which complements the way we thought of earlier design expression. So I could have freedom to even go for maybe stone or marbles and things like that, but as I believe in the simplicity of work and the permanent and timelessness of the things, we came with a very beautiful texture wall which is made out of originally from lime product, and it's a beautiful smooth surface which clients are happy, which has a very similar beautiful tone of a grey which complements with our white marble, and eventually that become a highlight of the entire house. And then we are actually waiting to also come with a stunning artwork on that wall which will be icing on the cake.